Alright, welcome back truckers. This is part 3 of our Stranded series. So today, I think we're going to go off the path a little bit. We're going to start ignoring the quest line for a little bit, and we're going to try and get some upgrades going, because right now we're still in our level 1 starter ship with hardly any upgrades. Which is the Kid is a decent ship, but we're going to need something with a little more oomph to get further in this game. So to start off, I think we're going to cruise over by our favorite little loot spot over here, over by the jump gate in Hatikva's Choice, where all these Xenon are pouring out. The NPCs are fighting the good fight over here, and we're going to cruise over, maybe shoot up a few Xenon, collect some loot drops, and then we can cruise over, maybe do a little crafting, and then sell all this stuff off for a tight little profit. So as you can see here, there's already a whole bunch of containers just floating in free space. We're going to cruise around, pick some of these up, pop a couple of these Xenons, and see what we can get for ourselves. Now, as we can see from that little encounter right there, even just the defensive turret on that mining ship is enough to really screw up our shields. If we got in a fight with something like a P and it was coming at us with the main guns, it would have tore us up pretty bad right there. So we're definitely going to need a better ship, something that can take a lot more punishment, something that can really dish out some more hurt. As usual, we're going to let our AI NPC pilot do all the boring work. I'm just going to issue the collect drops command. He's going to fly around and pick up all this stuff, add it to our inventory for us so we don't have to manually do it. Killing all these Xeon in Argon space has given us some faction credit with the Argons here. So we've gotten up over 10 points. So after you hit 10 points and once you hit 20 points, you get some basically upgrade tiers. So every time you get an upgrade tier at 10 and 20 points, the faction that you're upgrading with, they will allow you to buy better equipment from them. They'll give you better prices on everything across their entire empire. It's a really good thing to have, but in order to collect that, you have to go to wherever their faction representative is and talk to them, and there's a little thing they call a ceremony that you have to go through, and then you finally get your upgrades. So that's where we're headed right now. We've killed enough Xeon around the Argon stuff that we are going to get a little upgrade ceremony, a promotion ceremony from the Argon. And this is a good strategy very, very early on, is to pick one race, hang out around their stations, and kill all the bad guys close to their stations so you get rep with them. And once you get enough rep, you can upgrade and get better ships. And that's exactly what we're after, is getting a better ship, because, you know, like I said, our Kid here is nice, but we're going to need something with substantially more firepower before we can really move ahead in the game. While we're here, we're going to head up to the Trader's Corner. Now in the Trader's Corner you'll find your crafting bench. This is where you make things out of the stuff we've been picking up from all those dead Xeon. You can see, like for Seta here, all 3 of our components are white, none of them are red, so we can craft our Seta. And down below we can craft some security splicers as well. So it's always a good idea to craft whatever you can, spacesuit bombs, EMPs, whatever it is that you can craft. Go ahead and craft those, they're worth a lot more than the individual components. And then we're going to take everything, our trade goods, things that aren't used for crafting, and we're just going to turn around, walk over to this trader over here, sell off everything we got, see how much money we can raise. Some of this stuff is quite spendy, and you can make a good amount of capital really early on by just hanging out where the NPCs are fighting and picking up their drops. It's a pretty easy peasy way to do it.
Can I help? Here you go. Good luck out there.
And as we saw right there, just by selling off some interface units, we were able to raise over 2 million credits in one pop. So that's a pretty good amount of capital. Let's see what we can do with that. Maybe we can get us a new airframe. So let's see what kind of airframes we're looking at here. All we gotta do is right click on the wharf, go to buy ships. We're gonna look into M-size vessels. M sizes are considerably larger than the S class. There's 4 classes in this game. There's the S, the M, the L, and then the XL. And all of those are really big steps in between them. So we're gonna look at the Minotaur Vanguard here. It's labeled as a gunboat. It comes with 4 turret hardpoints, and it also has 2 main guns. And being up at level 10 with the Argon, that gives us access to all their military weapons, all their ships, pretty much everything we want here we have access to. So we're going to look at kitting out a ship, see what all we can get. Maybe we can afford some decent stuff, probably not top of the line, we're not going to be able to max it out here, but we are going to be able to get some pretty decent loadout. By default, with the medium loadout on the Minotaur here, it comes stock with plasma cannons. Now, plasma cannons are good when you're fighting capital class vessels or you're going up against stations. But at this point in the game, we're not really going to be doing that. So we're going to switch out to some bolt repeaters. Those are good for hitting small ships. And we're going to look at our turret hardpoints. And again, for fighting other M-class vessels or a bunch of small fighters, we're going to go with the shard cannons. So shard cannons are basically like a gigantic shotgun. Anything that gets close to us is just going to turn around and blast them with a hail of pellets, just like a 12-gauge shotgun would do. So we're going to switch out all of our turrets to the flak cannons, or I'm sorry, the shard cannons, and then we're going to put our main guns as bolt repeaters. So those will be able to really stay on target. You know, if we miss a few, not a big deal. They're basically gigantic machine guns. So we're looking at a pretty solid loadout here, I think. We got decent shields, we got decent software, our guns are looking pretty good. I think we're going to go ahead and order it and see what our new ride looks like. Oh my gosh, is that her sitting right there on the landing pad? Oh, that is. Oh, that's our new baby right there. Oh my gosh, look at it, it's humongous. It is gigantic compared to this little fighter. Holy cow, that is awesome. We are definitely in business now. Oh my god, look at that. It's gorgeous. Jeez, look at the chain guns on the front. God, the guns are bigger than our old ship. Holy crap. That is amazing. Oh, it's got an elevator built in. Oh yeah, we are cruising in luxury now, boys.
Minotaur
Holy
Vanguard.
Oh yeah. Yeah, the cockpit, far more spacious. Look at all this room we have. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, we got bigger windows. We can see what's going on while the NPC flies. This is great. We are definitely in business now. Oh, she's beautiful. Well, there's only one thing we have left to do now. Let's go test her out and see what she's got. Alright, one of the first things we come across is a Xenon Capital vessel. Looks like it's attacking this station. Let's give this a shot and see what's going on. Now, we have to be careful. That is a Capital class vessel. If the turrets on this thing, they're called graviton turrets. If they hit, they hurt. But I think we can withstand a blast or two. We can see what we can do to this bad boy. Plus, it's already engaging a station. The station's firing on the ship. You know, it's occupied with some other ships, so let's see what we can do here. We can probably get in some more. so we managed to blast off a couple turrets there, and the heavy weapons from that station's finished it off. Now we need to get the hell out of Dodge, otherwise we're going to be in trouble. So we're just going to boost away before the ship explodes and takes us out. Get out to a safe distance, watch it pop, and then we'll go pick up some of our drops after all these enemies are cleared out of the area.
Better than that.
That was a really silly thing to do.
Oh yeah, wow, that was much, much, much easier than it was in our starter ship. Wow, we didn't even really have just but a hint of shields left on this ship, and he couldn't even get through those, and we just roasted him with these main guns. This is definitely a pretty good setup. I'm liking this so far. Alright, and we've spotted a P on the radar. A P is a medium-sized fighter just like we are. This is a good little test. Let's see what he's got here. He definitely did some damage to our shields, but he couldn't get through them. That was really good. Those freaking shard cannons were definitely doing the job. Oh yeah, yeah, we got a good setup here. Yeah, we absolutely roasted that mining vessel. It gave our S-ship a hard time, but not here. And here's another P on the horizon. We still don't even have half of our shields ready to go, but he's already previously engaged up against this behemoth. This behemoth is a capital class vessel. So, once we engaged, he wasn't even looking at us. The closer we get, the more our shotgun turrets on the side of the ship do a bunch of damage. He looks content just to float right in our face. He's going to pay for this.
Container.
He had absolutely no chance there. No chance at all.
You'll regret that.
Wow. So I am really happy with this upgrade. I think we picked some a really good loadout on this ship. It seems to be really strong. Great against medium and small fighters, which is what we need at this stage in the game. We're not really going to be going up against a lot of capital class vessels and not a lot of stations right now. So yeah, I think we're doing great. This is going to be a really good tool to complete the rest of our quest line and getting good with the Empyrean Curs. So I am super happy with this right now. And this would be a great place to leave it. We will definitely come back next time. We'll probably run some more pirate quests and see how far we can get with the Empyrean Curs, see what's going on with them. So this has been part 3 of the Stranded series. Thanks so much for checking it out.